friends, it's Velvet. I just did a haul and now I thought I would do a journal run through or whatever, because I finished this journal that I've been working on and I had a couple of videos. I just used some old yarn. Oh, who is it that sends? It's not Hope Vintage Sales, it's Jubilee Flea. Whenever she sends stuff that you've bought, she wraps it in this with tissue paper, and I always save it, and I'm glad I did because it matches this pretty well. So here's how I did the cover. You might remember that I had sewn these two fabrics together. Well, then I decided to add a doily and these paper flowers. I did these with drops. Then I added some chiffon and some lace. And then inside I added more fabric to use as a pocket, and yeah, and some lace here just to decorate that. And I think I showed you some of the inside. This is just an old envelope that I grabbed. Oh, I think it was on Facebook Marketplace. And his father, I think, worked for the Postal Service and had just collected empty envelopes. And so I bought like a ginormous box of them from him, and they're all so cool, and yeah, anyways, fun. So I put some tags and, you know, things that I thought would be interesting in there. And I used my upside down pocket in here and a couple of tags. This I bought off of Etsy, and then I also attached an old book page, and then in here I just attached a tag that I had made with a little dangle here. And this paper, I had made a mistake printing, and it came out with a white border. So I just took another piece and cut it and put it there. And I really like how that looked. There's some piano roll. And piano roll, if you've ever used it, it's really hard to flatten. You can do it. You can spray it with water and then dry it from the opposite side. But in this case, I decided to glue a very thick pocket to the other side and include a tag, and that sort of flattened it out. And I think I did it on the other side too. And then some old magazine pages, and because they were too wide, I just folded them in and made them into pockets rather than cut them, and included tags. There's some old ledger paper, and I just did this again because it was too wide, but I wanted to give the next person who owns this a place for journaling. And again, I made this into a pocket with tag. Of course, the tags are double-sided or single-sided with spots for journaling. Oh, I didn't put anything on this side, but the fact that it's here like this has flattened it enough that you can write on it. And then I just put a little envelope here, and there is something tucked in here, but I think it's going to be a surprise for the person who gets it. And then just another tag here, and this one is, this one does have a little bit of space that you can write on. That's a somewhat flattened leaf, but it does stick out a little bit, and that's okay because I made the book. The book has a very wide spine, so I had space for it. There's the other side of the envelope, and I tucked in just a piece of paper that I had done a stencil on. Lots of pretty paper in here. It is not my paper. I bought this. And another, this is obviously 49 and Market, my favorite. Another tag that I had made. Hi, Odin's crying and barking at me. This is just a cluster that I made and made it into a tuck. And then this is just something I got. I think it was gifted to me. And I just tucked it in to write on. A flower book page seemed appropriate. And another one of those little envelopes. It's got something tucked in. I can see it. And then just a thick envelope that I made out of a couple of pages from an old book and just a couple of tags that I had made from 49 and Market paper. This is just a gel print that I had made, or maybe it might have been a roll-off. This is like rice paper, plain rice paper that I had used. And you can write on the back, which is really cool. Another book page. More book pages. This is just a journaling spot that I wanted to put in here so that they can use the page. This is just a pocket I made. That is wallpaper. And then I put, so there's actually 3 pockets here. So there, I put one in the back, and then there's one here where the wallpaper is, and then I put the clear acetate there. And then there's the other side of that cool book page, and on the other side of the roll-off. Such pretty paper. I don't remember where it came from. An old music book page. He's at the door barking now. 49 and Market pocket with just a couple of things tucked in that you can write on. Another pocket. This is from a masterboard that I made and then put napkin on. I'm sorry for all the ums. My words are not coming to me today. So sorry. And just a quick little tag I made out of book page. And then the last signature, this has 3 signatures. Just a quick little tag, another book page. This is just a little like notepad that I put together where you can write on. I love pages like this, the dictionary type pages that are so thin. Another magazine page. Odin! Odin! This is just a cool little tag that I cut with a die cut that you can cut on, or write on the back. Another book page. Oh gosh, Odin is going crazy over there. This is just stuff that I cut out from the first page of Odin! The first page of a pad of paper. So, and I thought it would be cute and you can write on it. So, yeah. This is just an old receipt from 1958. You could write on the back. It's just a piece of paper I tucked in that you can write on the back of if you want. Just the back sides of everything. Another 49 and Market pocket that I put in there. And paper that you can write on. Oh my gosh, the dog is going nuts and I am so sorry for that. This is the back half of that magazine page, but instead of folding it in, I folded it out and put a couple of things in there that you can write on. Another 49 and Market. No, that isn't 49 and Market. but it's a pocket that I made, obviously, and this is a cluster that I made and wanted to put in here. And just a altered card, plain card, just for decoration. And then that's the last, the inside cover. I just used some scrap fabric as the pocket and stuck this in here. And that is the end of it. Oh my gosh, the dog. All right, and that's the back cover, and this is how it turned out. So that is that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and bearing with me with the dog screaming and yelling at the other end of the basement. I appreciate you, and have a great day. Bye.